the asshole he was talking about.
Anything you guys would like about to say about your experience on Raw?
I drove in that desert for a long, long time. I mean, I read it, I was in, I had no idea what it meant. And he liked it, so okay, I'm good. Kind of organic.
When I saw Rubber originally, it was one of those, I don't know what I've just seen, but I've never seen anything like this before. And it was, you know, you don't get that very often. And again, seeing this, it's like, I had no idea what it was coming in, I just knew it was by the guy that did Rubber, and I said, whatever it is, it's going to be great. Do you, I mean, are you consciously trying to do something different, or is this just sort of what comes out?
No, it's first. I really think I'm not able to do what we call a great movie, you know. So I'm just trying to do my thing because otherwise, you know, like I'm gonna get lost trying to do like, you know, big stupid things. So that's just, you know, I'm trying to find my voice instead of running after Stanley Kubrick, you know.
I know you've been making. I mean, you were making music videos for yourself before that, and even going back to like high school. Is this like? Did your style kind of evolve very slowly? I know you've been interested since a teenager.
I think I was always trying to do the same thing, and you know, it's coming slowly, but it's not that yet, you know. But it was always the same, you know.
Where did you cut your chops to get so comfortable with, you know, you doing your own camera work, doing your own editing?
That's because I just started like this. Like I was like, you know, like when I was doing short films when I was 16, I was doing everything by myself because it was like, you know, stupid short films with just like, okay, open the door. Shut the door, you know, end of the day. And then, you know, I shot like tons of really bad stuff, you know, because I was young and, you know, like,
you gotta get them out of you.
Yeah. And then, you know, slowly you learn by yourself.
And, over there?
As a musician, do you tend to compose music and then find a feeling in the film for that, or do you compose the music while you're cutting?
It depends, but usually, yes, for a movie like that, I had to compose the music while I was editing. You know, when sometimes a scene is a little weak or something is missing, usually what I do is I try to make some music to help the scene.
There's some interesting benefits of creating your own music in terms of being able to reorganize the footage very naturally, you know, to go back and forth, like, oh, the music go this way, I'll cut it a little different.
Yeah, but don't forget that for this one I was like helped by some really talented guy named Tahiti Boy. Yeah, we are composing like basically I did the first draft, all the demos, and then some real musician helped me to finish it because I'm lame. Yeah.
What's your writing process like?
That is the best question yeah. The writing process. Basically, I'm just trying to trust my feelings instead of thinking too much and trying to be clever about the script writing. Because I never learned how to do this and I'm not interested in. So I just try to, you know, it's like music basically. Like, you know, I just feel it or not. That's the writing process. And then I think I get my the best idea come to me when I'm like half asleep.
Like the dog book. I love the dog meditation book.
Quick question about just getting the project off the ground. You know, you're obviously going from people knowing you as a, you know, in the electronic music scene, but now you're getting Hollywood, bridge into that big world. Have you found it difficult making the decision, finding the funding to make your films?
That's more a question for my producer because I have nothing to do with this. I'm just writing stuff, and this guy helps me, you know, like making it possible.
Yeah, well, basically, for music, he doesn't need anybody to do his music. Even to release it, sometimes he releases it for free. But of course, making movies is more expensive.
That's Bill stuff.
So to answer your question, we're not
So expensive.
we're not yet inside Hollywood. We're just making movies in LA.
So where did the funding come from?
It'd probably be a very boring answer. But,
But that
they-
raises an interesting question. You guys are making movies in LA. I mean, you originally said you wrote the script in French, last night you were saying translate, and then had some translated it into English, then rewrote it again to like, you know, why go through the trouble of all of that and not make films in French? Why are you making films
because-
here in LA?
yeah,
and not in
Just
China?
because as a musician, I'm used to to have a wide audience, like a worldwide audience. And when I made my first feature, Steak, it was basically only for French-speaking people. And nobody, like after the French release, that movie was done, and it was like in a closet. So we decided together, like, yeah, let's try in English because and it worked. Like Rubber is just out everywhere on the planet, only because it's in English. Your stupid language.
The
Actually.
story was we were trying to make a movie in French, but we couldn't put the financing together, so we decided to do a very low budget movie here in LA in English, to kind of come back in France as heroes. And that was the beginning of it. So we get French financing and we shoot in LA, and we hope that we'll get a chunk of US financing soon.
Are there things you miss about being able to speak or write in your native language that are difficult to recapture?
Not really. No, I think it's pretty fun, and also you have to know that the last movie I've shot, Réalité, like we shot it like 2 months ago. That's like we shot it here, and it's half in French, half in English, and that was like really interesting,